The Mysterious Garden of the Mermaid. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to find a mysterious garden full of magic and surprises? This is exactly how the story begins of a little mermaid named Sophie, who lived in a beautiful underwater kingdom. Sophie was a very curious mermaid and loved discovering new places. One day, during one of her daily excursions, Sophie stumbled upon something extraordinary. An underwater current carried her to a place she had never seen before. It was the entrance to a mysterious garden, hidden in the depths of a marine amusement park. The garden was filled with colorful corals, glowing jellyfish, and mysterious creatures. Sophie was enchanted by her discovery. Every day she returned to the garden to uncover its secrets. However, not everything always went smoothly. Sometimes, when things didn't go her way, Sophie became very angry and sad. When she tried to learn a new jellyfish dance and couldn't remember the steps, she began to get frustrated. And when she couldn't find her favorite spot in the garden, she erupted in anger. After each outburst, Sophie felt guilty. She apologized to her friends, the fish, crabs, and jellyfish, for her behavior, but still didn't know how to deal with these difficult emotions. One day, when Sophie was very upset again, she met an old, wise octopus named Olivia. Olivia noticed that Sophie was having trouble controlling her emotions and decided to help her. "Sophie," said Olivia, "I see you're struggling with anger and sadness. Would you like to learn how to better control your emotions?" Sophie nodded. She really wanted to learn how to be a happier mermaid. Olivia took Sophie to a special place in the garden where magical flowers of peace grew. When Sophie sat among the flowers, she began to feel more relaxed. "The first step," Olivia said, "is to learn how to breathe deeply. When you feel yourself starting to get upset, take a deep breath and slowly let the air out. Let's try it together." Sophie took a deep breath and slowly released the air. She felt her anger begin to calm. "Great," Olivia praised her. "Now, when you feel calmer, think of something that brings you joy. It could be your favorite place in the garden or a memory with friends." Sophie closed her eyes and imagined herself dancing with jellyfish in her favorite corner of the garden. A smile appeared on her face. Sophie began to apply the new techniques she learned from Olivia. When something went wrong, instead of erupting in anger, she took a deep breath and thought of something that made her happy. Thanks to this, she began to better handle difficult emotions. However, one day Sophie faced a new challenge. A new resident appeared in the garden, a small, shy fish named Finny. Finny was very insecure and scared of everything. Sophie wanted to help her but didn't know how. Sophie decided to ask Olivia for advice. "Olivia, how can I help Finny feel more confident?" Sophie asked. Olivia smiled and replied, "The most important thing, Sophie, is to be patient and understanding. Remember how you felt when you couldn't handle your anger. Finny needs someone to show her that she is safe and can trust others." Sophie understood that she needed to be the kind of friend to Finny that Olivia was to her. She began spending more time with her, showing her the most beautiful corners of the garden, and teaching her how to cope with fear. Thanks to Sophie's patience and support, Finny began to feel more confident. Sophie also noticed that she herself had become calmer and happier. Every day she discovered new adventures in the mysterious garden and enjoyed every moment. Sophie realized that we all sometimes have difficult emotions, but it's important to know how to deal with them. Thanks to her friends and the magical garden, she learned that peace and joy can be found in any situation. Have you ever felt like Sophie? What do you do when you're angry or sad? Perhaps a deep breath or thinking of something that brings you joy will help you. Remember that you can always count on your friends and loved ones to help you through tough times. Sophie learned that every day can be full of joy if we can find peace within ourselves. And you? What adventures await you in your mysterious garden?